Previously on Boat Life PH, we installed our Yamaha 50 horsepower outboard and started the motor. The technicians also discussed about the simple maintenance of our motor. And today, we are going to show you how easy I installed our DIY boat lights. So stay tuned. First, I wanted our boat to look like this. These are LED blue lights installed on the hull. Our battery also came in today. This is a 2SM Amaron Go battery. We will be using only a single battery for a small boat. But don't worry, you still have an option to put how many battery you want. It will depend on how much electrical load you want to carry on your boat. Now, these are the blue LED lights we bought online. I can show you on the description below where we bought our stuff for your reference. First thing we did is to put it on a plastic wire duct to make it like strip LED lights. The LED lights comes with a double adhesive on the back, so it's easier to put it on the wire duct. We also use a glue stick to secure it tightly so it wouldn't fall off. We all know that water and heat is a disaster for adhesive tapes. Next is wiring. To make it organized, we use a 16 gauge wire, red for positive and black for negative currents. A 3-way wire connector is also used to connect each LED light's wiring to the main wire. So this is how it looks. For every LED light strip positive wire, we will connect it to the main red wire using the connector, same as the negative currents. Once the wires are all in the connectors, we crimp it using a pliers to secure all the wirings together. And that's how easy we connect all the wires because of the 3-way wire connectors. Now, on the boat, we used big bolts and nuts to create a mounting bracket for the LED wire strip. Using a cable ties, I set it up and tie it to the bolts firmly. I also made sure that the LED strip wires are all organized. Lastly, we need to put a hub for the wires because we made a 3 set of LED strip lights. One on the left, one on the right, and one under the console. I use a small terminal block for this, and it will serve as a main connection for all LED strip lights. Now, we test it using our 12 volts battery.
1, 2, 3. Wow! Ayan.
A super easy install for our boat deck LED strip lights. Next, navigation lights and spotlight. It is very important for any boat to have a navigation lights. These navigation lights are used to prevent collisions at night or in times of reduced visibility, and are an essential tool in keeping you and your vessel safe. Nav lights allow you to see other nearby vessels and allow other vessels to see you. What does this red or green light mean? The red light means the port side of the boat or the left area of the vessel. The green indicates the starboard side of the boat or the right area of the vessel. We installed our navigation lights on the bow of the boat or at the front. Make sure to put sealant on to prevent water leaking inside your boat. And that's where we installed our navigation lights. Another thing is I decided to add a spotlight for added aesthetic on the boat, and of course for additional visuals during night times. This is a LED bar lights also used for SUVs and 4x4. It is already rust-proof and waterproof, so it will be safe to put on boats. Again, just make sure to put water sealants on all the wire holes and mounting screws. Now, spotlight is already installed. For all the wiring of these lights, I use a heat shrink connectors for easy wire connecting and sealing feature. Heat gun, of course, for the heat shrinks. Lined up all the 16 gauge wire and connected all the wires using heat shrinks. Again, red for positive and black for negatives. Now, once the wires are all done, it's time for the finished product.
Thank you for watching this video. On the next episode, ipapakita natin kung paano in-install yung bilge pump, switch, and kung paano in-organize yung mga wires. Kung hindi pa kayo nagsusubscribe, subscribe now, like our videos, and hit that bell button para ma-update kayo sa aming mga next video.